From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
I used to think that in Europe things would be different, like the human rights and the free society. It really makes me feel sad because I don't have any rights. I've lost so much time these 4 years, but I can't go back home. When I first came here, I had hope, but right now, I see everything dark when I dream about my future.
We first met Akhtar in Greece in 2009. Then, aged only 18, he had fled the violence of his native Afghanistan just months before, seeking safety in Europe. He was then living in a cardboard shack in the port city, Patras.
This is like living like animals.
Among piles of rubbish and with almost no facilities, Akhtar never imagined he would live like this in Europe.
I feel like nobody considers me a human being here in Greece.
Greece is one of the main entry points into Europe for migrants and refugees from other countries. They must apply for asylum in the first country they enter. But at that time, Greece granted asylum to fewer people than any other country in Europe, less than 1%. With such little chance of success, Akhtar was trying to get out of Greece to try his luck in another European country.
We wait for the driver to go somewhere. And we try underneath the truck, in between the wheels. That's more dangerous. There are some wires we keep catching like this off the wires and keep quiet.
But the ferries always left without him.
Whenever the ship leaves, I look at the ship and say, if I was there, inside that ship.
Eventually, Akhtar did make it out, though not on the trucks. He embarked on a 3-year journey crossing 6 countries, during which he was locked up in 2 detention centers and was rejected for asylum wherever he applied. Situations like this have to be addressed, says François Crépeau, the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Migrants.
And instead of putting barriers, states should be concerned at facilitating this migration.
We met Akhtar again 3 years later in Luxembourg.
When I arrived here, I applied for asylum.
Immigration lawyer Karashi Faisal prepared Akhtar's application.
This is someone who is very determined, who learns a lot and who wants to do many things. He deserves a chance.
But it was not to be. His application and subsequent appeal were yet again turned down. Akhtar couldn't believe it.
I'm a person who believes in hard work and in really doing something. I can offer a lot to this country.
But with all appeals exhausted, Akhtar now finds himself again under constant threat of deportation, and with no rights to work, to rent an apartment, or to be recognized as a citizen. He's losing hope of ever finding a place that will accept him.
I'm afraid that in the future I won't have any place to live in. Give me a chance to live here and to live like a normal person. I hoped for a place where I could live in peace.
This report was produced by Jill Fickling for the United Nations.